Alright guys, sorry this is a part 2 video, this is still the first gameplay. I accidentally closed out the recording video, but here we have a good 2-drop and 3-drop, so I think we keep. If you want to see the first portion of this video, it would primarily be the draft portion. Hopefully I can squeeze out as many games as possible in the time given. Auto Bullets as our turn 1 starts. Pretty decent blocker, so Burning Prophet isn't going to get through any time. Misses. Alright, he has Total Invasion to snipe my Sarkhan, but I can get back with Aid the Fallen. So I'm not really scared of anything for now. If he takes away the Aid the Fallen, I guess he could use it again to... I guess if he has a second one, it would be pretty bad, since if he takes away Sarkhan, he could just take away my Aid the Fallen. Next turn, I might as well toll the opponent. I guess he wants to toll my own Toll the Invasion. It makes sense. Because he could just have a very powerful card. Now he knows I have black mana, I might as well play it out. On-Crop Invader seems fine. No attacks. Do want to make some 1/1 tokens right away so I can start clocking, so I can start sacrificing and getting through with the On-Crop Invader. Here, I think I should just play out land. Don't think I should get an attack in at this point. Maybe just Dread Malkin should be fine. Yeah, we'll just say go. I guess he wants to toll. Okay. I guess he's here to snipe Sarkhan, and I can just get back with 8 the Fallen. That's totally fine. Makes sense. Could just Burning Prophet and then Aid the Fallen, and I should get 2 triggers. Could just Aid the Fallen now, and then should I attack with the On-Crop Invader is another good question. He's just probably going to block the 1/3. I could attack with a Dread Malkin, but I don't think I want to sacrifice anything, so I think we just Burning Prophet and Scry twice. Don't think I need land, we'll bottom 1. I do need double block eventually, so but I think that's a little bit greedy to keep land on top. Could just attack with the On-Crop. If he blocks, what do I sacrifice? Maybe I can get him for 2. He can block the On-Crop and then he can take 2 from this Burning Prophet. And yeah, I don't mind trading off for a zombie army. Since it's going to get big anyways. Second toll will be pretty bad here. He could have a counter spell up for Sarkhan that I need to play around. Another Augur. Okay, if he gets another toll, then he'll take out my Sarkhan and I'll have a pretty difficult time racing him. Okay, Nyxla's Cruelty, which can deal to Dragon. And it can also deal with Sarkhan as well. I guess I just played out anyways. Could have a counter, but I think it's fine. Unlikely Aid can be a fine pump trick that I need to get through. I think I still keep it, since I can double spell Raging Kronk and the Unlikely Aid. Here I'm obviously going to minus, since if I do plus Sarkhan, he can just kill it with Cruelty. No good attacks, we'll just say go. He can do his end of turn, that's fine. I can constantly plus Sarkhan to start clocking him, and I have pretty decent blockers against his Blast of Behemoth. Alright, I think Raging Kronk comes in. I can trade off for the 5/4. I can also use Unlikely Aid to ambush. But for now, I think I plus. There's no reason for me to attack with the On-Crop because he can just block with the 1/3. I don't want to use Unlikely Aid on it. So I can just plus Sarkhan one more time, and then I should have enough to minus again to make another dragon. But Sarkhan is definitely a powerful threat that the opponent has to contend with. Maybe just keep land in hand, plus Sarkhan seems fine.
Are you ready?
stay back. There's really no need for me to attack with On-Crop or Raging Kronk. I don't think I need to be hyper-aggressive. Could just leave mana up for Dread Malkin to sack as well. Next turn I can minus for the dragon. Seems pretty good. Okay, 8 to Fallen to get back the Spellgorger Weird to potentially get back a Cruelty. In that case, now what? Could just cast a Goblin Assault Team. Could just minus Sarkhan now. I don't hate it. Then you'd be forced to use the Cruelty on it.
Magnificent!
Could send in the Assault Team and the Raging Kronk. He'll just block with a 1/3. Could just play it out. At the very least, I guess. I mean, I guess I could save up to sacrifice with the Dread Malkin. So I think we just say go. There's really no need to do anything because he's just gonna get back the Spellkeeper Weird. He's just gonna sacrifice the Spellkeeper Weird and get back Cruelty, and I can sacrifice the dragon at the very least. Here I'm at 7. I do have 3 mana up. I think this Goblin Assault Team is fine. He could just counter it, I guess. Now that's fine. It's not the end of the world. He's looking to mostly just sack the Spellkeeper and kill my dragon, and I can still stack it to the Dread Malkin if he tries to. Alright, and if he's going to use it now, I can just sack it to the Dread Malkin. But he won't have any ways to deal with Sarkhan anyways in following turns. Alright. Alright, yep. Can't really beat Sarkhan on 5. Cards are busted, pretty busted rare. Let's keep going. Alright, well, we do have some 2-drops, but we don't have red, so I think this is a mulligan. This is better. We'll keep. Guess I could bomb the Initiate. I mean, it's a fine play on turn 1, I guess. Don't really want to have... I guess I just want to curve out 1, 2, 3, kind of makes sense. And the Grim Initiate can have a little bit more use. I have 4 Burning Prophets in the deck, so let's keep this. Alright, so we just need to hit our land drops to make our hand very efficient the following turns. Alright, Jai's Greeting on the Prophet, sure. I guess I have a Spellgorger Weird to follow up if need be. Alright, and his own Spellgorger Weird Alright, so now we hit our third land drop. Seems good. I think I play out the Spellgorger Weird, and I could just discard the Shriek Diver next turn to kind of maybe make myself hit my land drops and grow the Spellgorger Weird itself.
You should be flattered that my assistants are painfully sloppy.
Do I pressure to Tibalt? I guess if I top deck a land, I can Shriek Diver and pressure to Tibalt a bit. Okay, so that's not bad. If I do, he doesn't have another activation, so I think I'm going to do it. Just to make sure this Tibalt doesn't get another activation. So this is looking fine. Another land would be good to get Sarkhan out. Opponent's in red-green, so he has no way to peek in my hand and spy on it. Alright, Bond of Flourishing will gain his life and grows 4/4. I could just chump block this 4/4, to be honest. Since I don't even know if I want to take 4. I could just wait for his grow even more, and then maybe we can chump block it later. Taking 4 for now isn't the end of the world, so I think it's still okay. Could just put out the Wolf here to clock me. Ooh, and Sarkhan's looking excellent. Alright, let's just slam it down. I guess I want to plus with Sarkhan, because if I minus with Sarkhan, the 1/1 can just kill it. At the very least. The 1/1 can jump to 4/4, 3/3 can trade off for the 3/2. Let's make one anyways. Oh, I guess it's still at 2 loyalty? Well, that's busted. So it's already at 2 loyalty. That's really dumb. Yeah, Sarkhan's definitely one of those busted cards. He could have a Domri's Ambush to grow his Spellgorger Weird and kill off my dragon. Yeah, he probably has a removal spell. He's kind of hovering over it. Or he has Band Together, which is pretty bad. I might have to chump block the Grim Initiate. And do I trade the 3/3 off with Arlen's Wolf? Probably. Yeah, Band Together is bad here. Okay. Alright, goodbye, dragon. Probably have to chump block. But how am I going to deal with this 5/5 later? No idea. Maybe I just let Sarkhan die and grow out my Spellgorger Weird at the very least.
I will listen.
So if I chump block here and trade off, Sarkhan's gonna take 1. I can make it to a 4/4, but I have no way. I can't protect him anyways. So at the very least, I guess I just block the Devil token. Just get rid of it. I guess that kills off my Shriek Diver, but oh well. I still have an Aid to Fall in the deck to fetch it back. The opponent is running low on resources. This Honor the God Pharaoh is going to help. And a Heartfire, that's not bad. Do I keep up mana for Heartfire? Probably. Don't really think I need to develop the... I could attack with a Spellgorger Weird. And then next turn I can block with a Grim Initiate on the Spellgorger Weird, sacrifice the 1/1 token and kill it off and use First Strike. That's actually not a bad idea. So I think I'm going to try to race him here. It would be pretty bad though if this was an instant speed spell. But I think I'm going to try it anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block here. Block here. And if it's a spell, I'm definitely going to get punished, but I think I'm going to go for it. And it resolved, that's good. And War Skill Croc. Alright. And Unlikely Aid, which is pretty nice too, as backup insurance. So I think I might just attack here, and if he wants to block it, I can Unlikely Aid. I could just leave back the Unlikely Aid back, and maybe just take 3 from the Wolf. Because I do need to race him eventually, otherwise I'm not going to win the game. So I think I just go for it. I might just attack with both, why not? And the unlikely egg looks good with the Scrim Initiate next turn. So unlikely egg is definitely doing a lot of work in this deck since I'm looking to be very aggressive, and therefore these pump spells are working out very nicely. It's also getting my creatures indestructible, allowing them to trade up, which is really nice. Forcing the opponent to chump here is good. There's also 6 damage to the face. So definitely going to outrace the opponent with this 6/6 Spellgorger Weird, unless he does something about this. Don't think this 3/3 will race fast enough unless he can enhance it. Alright, and he does try to enhance it. Might have to chump block the Burning Prophet if he tries this. I guess I can't block this anyway, so I might have to leave back the Spellgorger Weird back, unless I want to die. Or I can top deck removal. Could just leave back the Goblin Assault Team. Could just attack with all. What happens? He has a chump block to 6/6, and then this is lethal. So I think I just go for it at this point. You could have an instant speed trick here. Alright. Guess not. Alright, Unlikely 8 definitely doing a lot of work. Lots of good 2-drops in this deck. Sarkhan helps us stabilize. And currently 2-0. Let's keep going. Right here, we have turn 3 plays, no turn 2s, but I still think this is an okay keep. We should have Honor the God Pharaoh to provide sacrifice fodder for On-Crop Invader and Heartfire. We have both our colors, so I think this is a fine keep here. Let's see. Plains into Charm Stray. Alright, Mountain's fine. If he constantly upgrades these Charm Strays, it's going to be quite scary. But luckily I'm just going to take 1 lifelink damage. A 2-drop will be pretty nice here. And nope. Guess we gotta keep playing out. Next turn I might just play out the Raging Kronk as a good blocker against everything he has. Don't really see a reason to honor yet. And Tomic. I need a way to deal with that. Currently, Sky Shriek Diver is enough, so I wouldn't want to make a mass token and then get rid of this eventually with the Heartfire. So what do I do here? Could just play out the Raging Kronk and take 2 in the air for now. I think that's better. If I make a 1/1 token, these can still get across. So, Kronk it is. Next turn I could send the Assault Team in aggro, but ooh. Well, Johnny's definitely a scary card, giving all of his creature vigilance, and it can also, and these 2 can attack. I could just trade off for it, but it's going to proliferate, so I don't think that's good. So no attacks here. I guess I could just play out the Shriek Diver and pressure the Planeswalker. I could play out the Goblin Assault Team and attack with both, but then he'll just trade, and this gets another activation up. Don't think I want a Heartfire, so yeah, I think it's turn we just... I guess Shriek Diver can't even pressure, at the very least. So this is quite hard. Do I just honor here? He can just get another activation and make his flyers even larger. I guess I can do it in response if he uses it, and I can take out the flyer at the very least. Um, or I could just send them both in. Maybe I just send them both. Since this isn't going to get across, this is too slow. This is too slow. Don't really want high fire. Yeah, I guess this turn we just have to assault team here. I could just send a single assault team. He blocks with a 2-2 and I make a 4-5. And I can still block the 3-3, but I can't deal with this 3-4. So I might as well offer to trade, at the very least. I guess he... Oh, he lets it die. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he just needs 2 damage to do to me. And okay. Alright, yep, good game. Don't have a really powerful deck. Sometimes you just get crushed by Johnny on turn 4, and that's how it is. Alright, Dreadmaught on 1, Burning Prophet on 2, let's keep. Alright, pretty good start. Hopefully we can pick up our second black mana, and we should have Vraska active on 4. This Dreadmaught can start pressuring the opponent. Ooh, alright, second black mana is good. Could use Unlikely Aid next turn if we play something. Yeah, maybe this Gleaming Overseer can be a fine thing I can use the Unlikely Aid on. So let's say, let's see. If we attack him with both, what happens? He can double block He can double block the Dreadmalkin. I can use Unlikely Aid, and that will only kill a token. If I attack in with the Burning Prophet, I guess he might not block, and I deal 1 damage. Or he could even just block with the Gleaming Overseer. Pretty interesting. I think I might just attack with the Burning Prophet. Just see what he does. And he probably doesn't want to lose his Gleaming Overseer, so he'll take it, so that makes sense. And then we can just say go. Gleaming Overseer is going to be a bit of a problem, of course. Next turn we probably have to play defense and keep everything back to protect Vraska. Alright, I can't double block a 2-2 Menacer, so he's just gonna stay back. Alright. Here I can just cast Vraska. I don't think I need Unlikely Aid. We just cast it and then try to set up some good blocks. Don't need Mountain.
Pirates and I get along because we're both cutthroats.
Alright, Spark Reaper, that's not scary. I can deal with that. The 2-2 Menace might be a problem, so I might double block with Burning Prophet and the Death Toucher. Ooh, I have Unlikely Aid, so that's also not bad. But obviously I activate Vraska here.
People call me a death dealer, but I rarely offer discounts.
Okay, so let's say what if I attack with the 1-1s, he's just going to block with the 1-1 and trade off here, which isn't all that great. I can keep up mana for Dreadmaught and to sacrifice Vraska end of turn, since I don't have any Proliferate or any ways to give it any more loyalty. I don't think attacking with these two will accomplish much. only a Death Toucher attacking in would, but I don't really want to use Unlikely Aid on it. So I think it's just past turn, sacrifice Raska, make this into a 3/3 Death Toucher. I guess if Raska's still on the battlefield, if these actually deal combat damage to a player, they actually gain 1/1 counters, but his board is pretty, has blocked everything off for the most part, so it's not going to happen. I guess he's going to make another Gleaming Overseer, which is annoying. Then I might have to set up a double block here. Alright, a 2/5 Overseer is hard to deal with. I could just sacrifice Raska end of turn. Yeah, probably I just do it. Since Raska isn't going to do anything, these 1/1s are going to get across. They already destroy Planeswalkers, so having a 3/3 Dread Malkin is pretty nice. So this is decent. Could just get in for 3 here. Let's say the opponent double blocks. What happens? I can use Unlikely Aid and maybe get something good out of it. If I attack with this 3/3, he most likely will just block with the Gleaming Overseer and another 3/3, or the Spark Reaper. In that case, if I Unlikely Aid, I can kill one of the Gleaming Overseers, but that's not going to do much. I could just start saying the 1/1 Death Touchers, to be honest, but I'll only trade for the Vizier. I guess I could use Unlikely Aid on one of them and just start clocking them, but there's just going to be 1 damage out of turn, so I think I just say go. Eventually the opponent will have to start pressuring me. He could have some Ashiok or some other way to win the late game, like this Kior's Dambreaker, but I can still block it profitably. I wouldn't mind an attack here with the zombie army, since I can double block it and use a Likely Aid and trade off my profit for it, perhaps, but alright, we're kind of flooding out regardless, so not a good sign. I think we just say go. Not great when you're playing an aggro deck against a control deck that managed to drop everything down. Opponent still passes, okay. Probably has a better long-term plan than me. Now I could burn away, kill off this Vizier and start getting in with these 1/1s, but I think I might just keep it back in case something happens. Don't necessarily need to do it yet, so if I outland, say go. Sarkhan is pretty much my win condition now. Toll is annoying. I guess I fire off the Power Helix. He could just take away Unlikely Aid, but I guess I might as well fire it off now, so I can, so I don't give so the 4/4 doesn't have Death Touch. Shriek Diver can kind of pressure him. I don't hate it. I don't think, I mean, maybe I shouldn't have kept it on top. It's not going to pressure him fast enough with a Spark Reaper in play. Another Vizier. Okay, that's even worse. So I could double block with a token, and then with token Dread Malkin giving Dread Malkin indestructible. That's actually not bad. And I can start clocking for 2 in the air, which isn't all that amazing, but at least it's something. Opponent does seem to have a very strong deck, of course. Now the Skytheater Strix is annoying since it can just trade off for my 2/1, so I might just leave it back. The Unlikely Aid might be key to winning this. Goblin Assault Team isn't going to do much, but I guess I play it out. Guess I could trade off for a 1/1, which isn't all that bad. And maybe grow my Shriek Diver. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I'm going to send this in. You can trade off for the Vizier, and that's fine. I'm not going to use the Unlikely Aid. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. I'll use it. On Crop Invader, don't think that's going to do much, so we're just going to bomb that. Guess he wanted to bait it out, but I guess I can still double block maybe the Menacer with the with a Death Touch and the Burning Prophet, and that can be fine. But now this 4-1 can't even attack since the 5-6 is going to block it off. Double Goblin Assault Team. I can attack with both and Suicide 1 into the 5-6. I don't think that's the plan. They just say go. Because I need a way to deal 2 damage to get across his QR's Dam Breaker. Could just sacrifice it, in fact, and start hitting 3 in the air, but he could have an instant speed to keep up to grow this anyway, so I think it's fine staying back. Yeah, I guess we keep staying back. There's really no need to do anything here. Sarkhan can pretty much win me the game, maybe. But I do need to play it. I do want to keep a land in hand for Honor the God Pharaoh. Opponent's gonna play defense still. Right, the Kronk isn't gonna do much, but I guess I'll cast it or keep it in my hand. Could just keep it in my hand at the very least. It's not gonna do much. It could just be a blocker. You could have a board wipe like Massacre Girl, so I think I'm gonna stay back for now. Just pass turn. If he has Massacre Girl, I guess everything will just die. I wouldn't mind that. Contentious plan, sure. To grow the Strix and cycle. I can still double block with Assassin and Burning Prophet onto the 7/7. And I can still trade off for the Kior's Dam Breaker. I don't mind this. And more lands off the top. I do have 16 lands, so I currently have 12 on the battlefield. I just need 4 more. There's still 4 more in my deck, so I have 14 more. I guess I bottom 1, so there's 3 more. So I'm gonna have a higher chance drawing my cards. Now, I don't think I care about this Strix. I'm fine just have him deal damage to me since I can trade back with the Flyer. You have a second Flyer to follow up, and another Strix. Okay, so I'm fine just trading off for 1 now. I guess it's not the end of the world. Grim Initiate can be something I can use to sacrifice. I think I'm still staying back. Could just be trying to kill my Dread Malkin. I can sacrifice some stuff. Well, that's gonna die, so there's no real reason for me to sacrifice anything to it. And I'm fine trading off the Shriek Diver for the 2 flyer. Any chance he's gonna play Master Girl? Probably not, but I'm fine trading this off. Could just play the Raging Kronk as an extra blocker. Alright, so hopefully I don't play any more lands. This is currently 6. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 lands. 1 on bottom, so 2 more lands in my deck. So I would have to be pretty unfortunate if I draw 2 more lands off the top. This Skytheater Strix is going to start pressuring me, but it's only 1 per turn. It's not a big deal. And Toll isn't bad. I think I'm going to cast it now. Just to steal his card and improve my draw step with the Burning Prophet. Could just use Lazo Plating to counter this, perhaps. But I still get to Scry. Don't think I need Grim Initiate. I'll bomb that since I have enough sacrifice fodder already. Right, no escape is annoying. Totally lost is a bit annoying. Teferi's Time Twist is definitely annoying. Unlikely 8 is annoying. No escape is probably the most annoying, so I'll take that away. Just do a deal with Sarkhan in the future. Alright, just need Sarkhan. Where are you, Sarkhan? Honor the God Pharaoh. I guess I'll just cast it. Scry first, obviously. Discard Mountain. Don't need Mountain, so we'll just hopefully draw into Sarkhan eventually. Defaults Rager. Should I just play everything? I guess I do. I could die to Master Girl, but so what? At this point, I'm not winning. I guess this Debald can start getting in there and maybe trade off and kill off the Vizier. Paul doesn't have a counter spell. He has no escape. I mean, he has totally lost, but that's not going to kill Sarkhan. That's going to, at the very least, Alright, Spellgorger weird. A little bit late to the party. Could send in the Default's Rager, and that's not bad since I can pump it. I think I will. How many times is going to pump the Default's Rager? 4 times, so that should be enough to kill the 7/7 token if he blocks with it, so I think this is good. He could just use Unlikely 8, I guess, but at least I force it out, and he doesn't have to use it for future turns. Yeah, I don't mind the Unlikely 8 if he uses it. He could just Teferi's Time Twist it. I eventually need to get rid of his hand, otherwise like my Sarkhan isn't going to go through. This is fine. Don't care. As long as I get rid of it, that's fine. I guess the Totally Lost will deal the dragon from Sarkhan, so that's a bit of a problem too. Windstorm Drake, okay. Not looking good, since he can now take out my dragon. And Teferi's Time Twist, okay. Do I just send in with everyone? It's not very smart though. Ooh, Heartfire. That doesn't seem too bad. Might use it in response to him growing the Thunder Drake, at the very least. So I think we just say go. Could attack with a Goblin Assault Team if he blocks with something. And trades, I can put a 1/1 counter on Spellgorger Weird. And then if he blocks with a... I guess I need to deal with the Flyer anyway, so no attacks. I need a Heartfire away the Thunder Drake. I guess you could save it with Totally Lost, but then he won't be able to use it against my Sarkhan, so... Yeah, just cast it now, why not? And he can use his Totally Lost, that's fine. Since he got rid of his Time Twist already. Another Burning Prophet, don't need, we'll bond that. Raska's Finisher, that's actually not bad. I can maybe get an attack in, and then I can cast Finisher the turn after. That's actually not bad at all. That's fine if he wants to sack it. This no loss is, this no escape is, this totally loss is pretty annoying. Well, I guess this hexproof will pretty much block my, will pretty much prevent my Raska from targeting it, so that's a bit of a problem. Could send both Death Touch tokens at it, and I won't mind. Yeah, I could just send both Death Touch. He's gonna make an 11-11 zombie army. Might have to make some insane blocks against it, but I think it's still okay. Maybe just send 1-1-1. Sending 2 isn't bad, actually. I should be able to still... I mean, I'll get 3 for 1, I guess. At the very least. Okay, is he going to use Totally Lost? That's fine. That's totally fine. I do lose the token. That's fine. But at least I got that out of his hand, and now Sarkhan's going to be... He's going to be... His defense is going to be down for Sarkhan, so that's good. Don't care about this attack. This 11-11 is fine, but I'm just going to do as many blocks as I can against this. So first instinct, I think we just want to trade off these assault teams. I'm fine trading off the Kronk since it just can't even attack. That should be about 12. I could get punished for this, but I think it's worth it since he only has 2 cards in hand. Now I can grow out the Spellgorger Weird, I presume. And I could just attack with it. Ooh, 8 the Fallen. If I don't have Sarkhan, I could just get Vraska back, in fact. It's not a bad idea. And what else do I bring back? I could just send the Burning Prophets at the 1-1 at Angraf. That's not bad at all. Yeah, let's do that. And then I can Vraska's Finisher if he blocks with the Kior's Dambreaker. Because I don't want him to have Menace forever, to be honest. Alright, that's not bad. He could double block it with the Gleaming Overseer, but I don't see the mass tokens being a problem anymore. Alright, he's just going to block like this. Definitely going to target down the Spark Reaper with the Vraska's Finisher. So let's do that. I'm fine if he wants to sacrifice it. Now I can 8 the Fallen. Get back. Interesting choice. The Boss Rager isn't bad, since I can pump it. Shriek Diver isn't going to do much, since she can just block it with the Sky Theater Strix. The Goblin Assault teams are going to just die to the Gleaming Overseer, so I think I like the Tibalt's Rager, and then we can get back Vraska, which is really nice. Sarkhan's excellent, we'll take that on top. And then, yeah, let's cast it out.
Your demise won't be quick. Keep your friends close. Kill your enemies.
He's still going to attack in the air. That's interesting. I could just go out and attack with Spellgorger Weird next turn. This Thunder Drake is annoying. Right, so what's this turn? I think we just play the Raska.
When it comes to murder.
Might as well attack face at this point. Could just send in all, to be honest. What happens? He's gonna have to block the Spellgorger Weird. Burning Prophets. Yeah, I could just pump the Burning Prophets and attack with all. Should still have a Death Toucher behind to deal with this 5/6, but I do want another one maybe. It's not going to be lethal at the very least. So I think I'm just going to send a Spellgorger Weird and a Tibalt's Rager. And then the Tibalt's Rager can finish off the Angraf. And I should have enough activations, maybe 3 activations to still play out Sarkhan, the Masterless. Yep, like this, and then I can play out Sarkhan. Hopefully he doesn't counter it. Don't need Swamp. Alright, sweet. Managed to beat a control matchup with a late Sarkhan. Sometimes you just got to play the long value grindy game in a board stall and get your point from there. Currently 3-1. Let's keep going. Alright. Hopefully we don't have long games like that. Alright, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 looks good. With a Raging Kronk on 3, that's looking very good. This deck is definitely lacking removal. Would love the Nomnix's Cruelty, but can't complain. Alright, no turn 2 play. It's got double block for Raska, so that's looking good. Next turn we can play out the Raging Kronk and start clocking the opponent with this giant attacker. Opponent should have a creature by now, I presume. Usually three drops is usually where you want to be. Ooh, could Toll here and get an attack in. Could do that. Could just play out Raging Kronk. And maybe Raging Kronk is fine. I mean, he could have some dumb proliferating stuff going on. So yeah, why not? Let's just do it now. Tibalt's Rager isn't bad. I think I still keep it on top. Yeah, let's keep it on top. Unlikely A is annoying. Death Sprout's annoying. New Horizons is pretty annoying. So he's not going to cast his Centaur Nurture soon. The Death Sprout is very annoying since it can destroy anything. Unlikely A is pretty annoying too since he can get a free trade off of it. I think it's the Death Sprout that has to go. And we can get an attack here. Opponent doesn't have any lands, so I'm fine just getting this in for now. Guess he can start making a giant evolution stage if he gets a land going, which is annoying, but no blocks. Guess he's gonna try to race me here. Now what? Maybe play out Raska. I think that's good. Heartfire, that's not bad. Make a Death Touch token.
I go, if you need my services,
Doesn't seem to have any removal, so I'm fine attacking. If he wants to use Unlikely A to trade off for this 1-1, that's totally fine, because I don't really have any good blockers against this 4-3 anyways, so I might as well deal some damage. This is going to use up a portion of his mana. Well, that's annoying, so... Alright. I can eventually kill this off with the Heartfire. If he wants to attack, that's fine. Centaur Nurture is fine. Should just keep Heartfire up, plus Tibalt's Rager. Could just start saying the 1-1s, I don't mind that, actually.
If you see an assassin coming,
And if he tries to play a land,
bad assassin.
I can respond by Heartfiring and getting rid of Raska, killing the 5-4. I could just do it now, in fact. But I might get the extra counter if he doesn't block this 1-1, and I can make a 2-2. Okay, so he shouldn't have enough mana for the Indestructible trick. So let's just say he plays a land next turn, I respond to Heartfire, he can just untap and use Unlikely Aid. So I think for now, we just kill it. Should I just kill a 1-1 Amass token? I can make a pretty large Death Toucher, but he's just going to play 1-3 and trade it off. So yeah, let's get rid of Raska here. Do I want land? Not really. Guess he has Unlikely 8 up, that's fine. He does want to trade off this Death Toucher for this this Snare Spinner. Do I mind trading off the Tibalt's Rager for the 2-3? Not really, since it's eventually going to... I mean, I guess I could attack with the Dread Malkin, sack it, the token, if he decides to double block it. So I think I'm fine attacking with these both. He has a double block to Dread Malkin, and he has to block the Tibalt's Rage. I'm fine trading off the Tibalt's Rage for the Grizzly, since he can just constantly search creatures with it. So this seems fine. And then we can deal 1 damage to face. Maybe keeping lands on top is good, but I didn't want to be too greedy. Already only bond 1 land, so it's not a big deal. Getting rid of the Grizzly, the Evolution Sage, and the Centaur Nurture was definitely very nice. This Unlikely A is just going to be a weird combat trick. He could have a Wanderer Strike that he's splashing for in green. So he seems like he's doing that. Bonded Revival, okay. So he can start fetching playables, finding playables, I see. Makes sense. Could play the Honor, but I could just develop my board here. Could attack with the Dread Malkin. If he blocks it, I can just sack. And he obviously doesn't fall for it, okay. So I guess he'll just take it. Crunch looks good, since I can start beating down with it and Dread Malkin. Could have an Unlikely Aid here. Alright, Soren's scary, and he also has Unlikely Aid up.
Stop this fight,
So I need to definitely
will
pressure
finish
Soren here with the Death Toucher, Dread Malkin, and Raging Kronk. Could just send everyone, I guess. And he could just use Unlikely Aid on the Raging Kronk, and I can just kill off Soren. Because I really need to get rid of it. Right now the Evolution Stage. So do I just send? Probably. I think attacking like this is fine. He can force me to stack the 1-1, and I can use up his Unlikely Aid. He's probably going to use Unlikely Aid on a Raging Kronk, that's fine. Double block the Vivian's Grizzly. And I still have to sack, otherwise he can just use the Unlikely Aid with the Evolution Stage and get a free trade. Well, at least if I sack with the Dread Malkin, I can kill off his Vivian's Grizzly, so I think we're doing it. Now he can choose to save his Grizzly or his Evolution Sage. This is a turning point. He's probably going to save his Vivian's Grizzly so he can find more playables. That makes a lot of sense, yep. Alright, and I can play out the Grim Initiate. Keep my Assassin token behind for any large creatures that he searches out for Vivian's Grizzly. And a Crawl Stinger, I can deal with that eventually. Land, is land good? I could discard land to honor the God Pharaoh. Could just develop my board, in fact. Could start attacking the on. I could play the on crop and start sacrificing. I guess that's a fine reasonable play. Do I play out the land? I think it's fine. Yeah, let's play out the land. And then I can start getting him the on crop invader every turn, and if he blocks, I can sacrifice with the Grim Initiate. Could have band together here. Soren was a bit of a weird splash, but it's definitely a scary card to face in limited. The good news about Vivian's Grizzly is that it only finds planeswalkers and creatures like this Arlen. Okay, that's going to be a bit scary. Not trading off for the Crow Stinger. Unlikely 8 isn't bad, since I can eventually use Unlikely 8 to Shriek Diver and get past the Snare Spinner. That's not bad at all. Let's just attack with the on-crop, see what happens. Punk can just take it. And he does. No, yeah, we'll just do this. Shriek Diver. And then next turn I have Unlikely 8 up to deal with the Snare Spinner. But we do need to pressure Arlen eventually, otherwise he's just going to make a million wolves. And I don't want that.
Leave my territory, or I'll remove you myself. Be brave now, pup.
So next turn I can attack with On-Crop, Shriek Diver, and the Assassin. I could also attack with the Burning Prophet. But I would have to Unlikely 8 on the Burning Prophet to save it. So it's still kind of sketchy. Spell Gorger Weird doesn't look bad, so I can play this pre-combat. To maybe grow it, I guess? No, not really, because I do need a sack. I do need to sacrifice up with the On-Crop Invader. So maybe I just attack like this. Use the Unlikely 8 to get past the Snare Spinner with a Shriek Diver, and I can still have a flyer in the air. You can trade off Death Touchers here. I could Unlikely 8 the Death Toucher, but I think I want to save my flyer to at least basically start clocking him in the air if I have to. Do I need a Grim Initiate? Probably not. I could use it as discard fodder, but I might as well just discard land if I top deck it. I guess one more Wolf activation and I can kill off Arlen and he'll just have a 3/3. But it's good to have a flyer that can at least pressure this, so he doesn't make him infinite amount. The Vampire can start draining, I guess, to upset the life loss. And the Vivian can start finding him playables to fetch. So I do need to start pressuring the opponent. Assault Team isn't bad. So maybe I just play out the Assault Team. Vivian just needs one hit and it dies, so what I can do is I could just send here, Send here. There's no need to send Burning Prophet because he'll die anyways. I think his attack is reasonable. I don't mind trading off for the Vampire Opportunist, otherwise he's just going to keep draining. I do need a flyer to start clocking him in the air. That's good. Don't mind that. That's fine. Now I can put the counter on the flyer, I guess, to increase the clock. I guess you can proliferate on this one more time to make a wolf, but a 2/2 isn't that scary. It is a little bit annoying though, so I don't mind maybe sending my on-crop at next turn. Well, we have Sarkhan, so I guess if I just plus Sarkhan and send everything, I just win the game. Unless he blocks. Yeah, I think I just do. And we're going to send all to the opponent's face. Opponents will be forced to block. I guess it's not lethal yet. Yeah, maybe just send this here. I don't mind if he deals 2 to Sarkhan. Yeah, a bit of a misplay. I should have made Dragon since I forgot this doesn't have haste. I guess he can block this and drain, but who cares? He doesn't have an attacker up next to deal with my Sarkhan anyway, so I think he forgot all about First Strike. But pretty interesting deck opponent, pretty interesting Abzan deck with Sorin and Bond, which I usually don't see being played too often. Finisher, okay. Alright, so now we can weird. We can not make the mistake. If I attack with all, what happens? He's going to block with the 4/2. I guess it's lethal since I can make Sarkhan into a 4/4 and get in there for 7. Okay, so awesome. Currently 4-4. We'll keep playing. Alright, turn 1, turn 2. Yeah, this seems fine. We'd like to have some black eventually, but I think this is still okay. Turn 1, we can play out this Grim Initiate. Turn 2, maybe just the Burning Prophet, since I'm not looking to activate Tibalt's Rager anytime soon. Opponent has also his own Grim Initiate. So do I just attract and trade? I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't mind. If he wants to trade, that's fine. It's a 1-for-1. Now what do I play? Probably the Burning Prophet. Next turn I can unload my 2 and 1 drop. Raging Kronk. Okay, so this is a great Power Helix turn, so I think I'm just going to do it now before he grows these any larger. And do I need Mountain? Probably not. Do need a Swamp though. Nice 2-for-1 here. And then now we can play out the Grim Initiate. Raging Kronk is going to get in the way. Ooh, alright, the land is good. I think I want to play out the Default so I can trade up for the Raging Kronk. I think that'll be the play since I don't really want to spy on their hand right now. One activation and then another land for total evasion seems good since I can spy on their hand and trade up with this Raging Kronk. Could have Domri's ambush here. Yeah. Right, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. I can still attack past this by pumping the Tibalt's Rager once. I guess he just doesn't want me to keep activating it. Now I can Toll and Tibalt, so don't mind attacking the Tibalt's Rager here. Could activate once if he doesn't block, and then use Toll. So that seems fine. Spellgorger Weird's annoying. The Sprint I don't really care about. Spellgorger Weird seems more scarier, since he can constantly grow it even larger. Initiate and then a Sprint. I should have enough pump for the Tibalt's Rager. This has first strike, so the Goblin Assault team would die. So I think it's fine sending the Kronk, and I can pump it up to trade with the Raging Kronk if need be. Oh, I guess he can pump that with the, oops. Yeah, I guess he could use some Moot Sprint on that. Alright, pretty bad play by me. Wasn't thinking. The first strike will kill this anyways. So, yeah, that's pretty bad. I forgot the dumb thing, yeah, I forgot the dumb thing had first strike. Really bad. That was a very bad play. Should have stayed back. But at least that's out of the way. This Spellgorger Weird might get a little bit annoying here. Honor, I think I need something to discard before I get in. At least the 4-1 can trade for the Raging Kronk if he tries something here. And I don't mind trading it off to upgrade maybe my zombie army. Opponent is running out of steam. I do have a card draw engine here with the Honor to God Pharaoh, digging me deeper into my deck. But that was a pretty bad play what he did there, attacking the Tibalt's Rager into a first striker, knowing that he has some Moot Sprint. I guess I can start clocking him in the air. I don't mind that. Actually, I don't mind playing Shriek Diver here. I don't think I want to discard this, since, I mean, I guess he has Band Together now. Power Helix is annoying. Okay, sure. Well, that was I guess he gets a 2-for-1 against me now. I could chump block with a Grim Initiate next turn on his Raging Kronk, and would have a 4-4 token that I can trade off for this Kronk eventually. Or Honor to God Pharaoh can upgrade this. He needs to attack with another creature, of course. Could just trade for this Spellgorger Weird. Guess not, so I guess we Honor. And then we should have an Oncrop Invader up. Should I attack? If I do, he can double block. And that still results in kind of like a trade, I guess. So sure. And the longer I wait, the more he's just going to find bigger creatures, and I won't be able to get past this Raging Kronk if he keeps growing it. Don't care about this. I don't have first strike on my turn, so I'm definitely going to take it here. An Unlikely Aid is not bad. I think I'm going to attack with the Oncrop Invader. Set the Unlikely Aid next turn, I guess. Unless he has a non-creature spell. But hopefully he doesn't have anything at instant speed. But I think I risk it here. Yeah, I think I'm going to risk it. He could have Jaya's Greeting, which can blow me out. Or I can just take it. Since if I leave up Oncrop Invader, at least I can sacrifice and cast Unlikely Aid, so I think I take it here. Right, just say go. Probably gonna end up trying to block the Spellgorger Weird, give it the first strike, and then he's gonna try to pump, and I can use Unlikely Aid too. I can double pump, I guess. Electromancer, okay, that's not good. I could use Unlikely Aid now. How many spells does he have in the graveyard? 2. I think I'll have to use it. Yeah. I think I'll let go. Since I can surprise the 3-3 with the first strike if he gets in. I'll still have a problem dealing with this 4-2, but I can still chump it, maybe. But for now, the opponent's definitely ahead. Ooh, Sarkhan, okay.
Do your worst.
And this is great, since my dragon can do 1 damage to the 4/2, and then I can use First Strike with the Grim Initiate to take it out. Unless he has a removal spell on my dragon, that's going to be pretty bad. I might have to be forced to chump block this Cyclops Electromancer. So hopefully he doesn't have removal for his 4/4, and we can kill off the opponent with this dragon. Definitely made some misplays in this game that could have kept a better board. Opponent just passes. Don't mind just sending it here. He could have like band together, but I think I'm just gonna go for it here because I need to attack. Probably has like a removal spell, but I think I need to send. Otherwise, I'm not gonna beat the opponent. Yeah, he probably has like a removal spell. Okay, he's just gonna take it. Next turn he's dead unless he can kill my flyer and Sarkhan. My Grim Initiate can still chump block the Cyclops Electromancer. He's still going to take 1 from Sarkhan if I block with his Grim Initiate. Or even just a 1/1 amass token at the very least. Fine, the Initiate attacks it for 1, but I'm definitely chump blocking with the Grim Initiate. Alright, awesome. Sweet. That was close. Opponent almost got me there. Currently 5-1. 2 more victories. I guess 1 more victory and I can make back all my gems. 2 more and I can get to 7. So this seems very good. Let's get our 7. Hopefully. Alright, I'm facing against the same opponent, so he's in red-green with Domri's Ambush. Happened again. Well, this time we have 1 drop, 2 drop, maybe a 3rd land gives me Raging Kronk. I think I'm just going to risk it and Sarkhan the opening hand. It's going to take me a while to get to Sarkhan, but I have 3 spells that I can cast early. So I think this is a fine keep. Alright, opponent doesn't have his Grim Initiate this time, but I can play out the Raging Kronk. It's always good to have an early 1 drop and a 2 drop in limited, since curving out is really nice. It allows you to put out all your playables and have an advantage over the opponent's life total. Next turn he has to deal with this Raging Kronk. And then Sarkhan should be game over on 5 if he can't deal with this. Kawajai is greeting up. I know he has Chandra's Power Helix, so I need to be careful with my 1 toughness creatures. Alright, I guess he just concedes. Alright, awesome. So currently 6-1. Hopefully we can get our 7th match, our 7th win. So let's take a snapshot. Let's kind of rearrange this. 4 drops, 5 drops. Kind of move our interaction spells to the side. I guess Honor is not something you want to cast exactly on 3. All these other cards are kind of 3 drops that you want to cast on 3. Unlikely Aid is a combat trick. Aid, Defallen, Chandra's Power Helix, and Heartfire are not necessarily 2 drops. So this is our deck. 3 1 drops, 5 2 drops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit higher than 3 drops, but than the 2 drops, but it's still fine. A couple number 4 drops, Sarkhan and 16 lands going 9-7. Let's take a snapshot of this beautiful deck. Let's name it. I think we'll name it that. Take a snapshot, use this as the thumbnail, and then yeah, let's get to our final boss. Let's go. Alright, final boss is hiding from us. Let's get this final win, show off our win record, show why we're mythic level drafters. And do we have to go past the 2-minute mark? I guess everyone's scared of us. And we finally found our final boss. Okay, let's see. Leonard. Okay. Let's see if we can get this final victory on the road. Griminition on 1, Burning Prophet on 2. Well, this looks good. I think we're keeping. Not a big fan of Goblin Assault Team, but I'm still playing this deck since we're hyper aggro, in a sense. And at least it leaves behind a counter. Against 1 power creatures, it is quite a bad card. But otherwise, I don't see myself playing Turret Ogre in this sort of deck, since that's also kind of slow, and at least this has haste. One has his own Grim Initiate. I think we offered a trade here, since the opponent might have more sacrifice outlets than us. I want to kind of limit his sacrifice outlets. And here, I think it makes sense to play out the Burning Prophet. Opponent double red, could have a Jaya's Greeting up. Right, knew it. Do I offer to trade with the 1/1? Maybe not. I would take 1 from the opponent as well. Yeah, let's do it. And my own another Burning Prophet. I could just play out Tybalt's Rager. Tybalt's Rager, nah, I could save the Tybalt's Rager in case he has 1/1. Because I don't want him to kill this and then he doesn't have a 1 toughness creature that I can ping off. Right, Goblin Assault Team is looking excellent. He could have Pyro Helix or Jaya's Greeting, but I think I obviously go for it here. Get killed pre-combat and I can still put the counter on the Burning Prophet. So already 5 damage to the face. This is looking nice. Well, he's still stuck. Well, another Chandra's Pyro Helix would be bad here, but alright, opponent has his 4th land up. He's on the back foot. He's at 6 life. It will take a bit of a miracle for him to kill us here. I don't mind trading off an Assault Team for a 1/3. I think we just go for it here, obviously. And where did I put the counter? Probably on the Burning Prophet, so Jaya's Greeting doesn't kill it. Or the Goblin Assault Team, nah, let's put it on the Burning Prophets. think it makes sense here. Also could use Aid to Fallen to get back a creature, but I think I'll save it for now. Opponent's out 1 life. I don't see himself. He would need an insane amount of life gain and removal to kill us. Alright, good game. Happy New Year's, opponent. Thanks for the win. Yeah. And I guess we got our nice 7-1. This is awesome. Usually I don't get up to 7 wins in War of the Spark since there's too many premium bombs and removal spells and uncommons and rares in this set. But happy to get to 7, so let's claim our prize. And let's crack some packs. Pack 1, pick 1.
I'm always a
Well,
step
Jace
ahead.
is powerful, but triple blue is a little bit hard to cast. But if you can manage to play this in a more controlling red-blue or blue-black deck, it can gain a lot more value since it can draw you extra cards. It's also a powerful win condition. I think I wouldn't mind snap picking Jace as a pack 1 pick 1. Otherwise, there's some other good cards in this pack like Sunblade Angel, Jaya's Greeting, and Law Ruin Enforcer. Between Jaya's Greeting and Law Ruin, I wouldn't mind just taking Jaya's Greeting since white tends to be a weaker color in this set. And Jaya's Greeting at the end of the day is usually going to be a 1-for-1 that helps you scries one, which helps you improve your draw steps. Law Ruin Enforcer is still a 1-for-1 either way, but it can be a nice permanent way to keep a creature down if you need to. But you know, it's still 1-for-1 that you really want to tap for the most part. But it's a great common for an aggressive deck. I think I'd take Law Rune over to Sunblade Angel simply because it costs a little bit less and it's better to have a lot more 1 and 2 drops in limited as opposed to a 6-drop. But Sunblade Angel is definitely an excellent curve topper if you're in white. Powerful card, can win the game by itself if it goes unanswered. But Jace would definitely probably be my first pick since just drawing extra cards tends to have a lot more upside than just removing a single creature in limited formats. And again, it's a powerful win condition too. So I wouldn't mind taking Jace and speculating on it, even though it's triple blue. It's high risk, but a lot more rewarding. And even then, you know, it's not the most difficult card to cast. It's not the most difficult card to build around that I need to avoid it and take like a good removal spell like Jaya's Greeting over it, which is just at the end of the day a 1-for-1. Jace is not super hard to build around. It's just a bit narrow since you want to play this in like a controlling blue deck for the most part. But other than that, Jace is a really good planeswalker. So what's next? Next we have Deliver Honor Evil is garbage. It's poo-poo. You basically, your opponent basically chooses the cards for you, so they choose your worst cards that you decide to side in your graveyard, and then they put in your hand, like, the worst cards, basically. Pretty bad card. The best card in this pack is probably Vizier as the Scorpion. If you can make a giant Amass token, is really nice, since you can have a giant Death Toucher. Still bad against Chandra's Power Helix if you can't grow the Amass token. But other than that, the fact that it puts 2 bodies on the battlefield right away that the opponent has to deal with is really solid. Not only do they have to deal with the Vizier to stop giving the zombie army Death Touch, but they also need to deal with the army token that's incrementally growing larger. Or if you already have a large zombie token, it makes it even much harder. But a good card nonetheless. So there you guys go. I'm going to upload more videos soon, and Happy New Year's. Hopefully we can do a 7-win Throne of Eldraine draft, and have a wonderful day. Take care.